Hi traders, welcome. So I want to go over some of the EA entries from actually yesterday, June 18, and I'm going to go over two strategies that are going to be input into the EA. They're going to be four different ones, and I'm going to talk to you about two, which is going to be trend entries. And the trend entries are going to be based on, actually really based on any time frame that you wish, but I like to trade 5 minutes. And this entries we're going to talk about is going to be based on 5 minutes, but based on the 1 hour major trend. And so here's actually one entry from yesterday. This was a sell entry. Obviously we had a trending market. It was a downtrend under the 1 hour, so there was one entry right here, and we can keep going. And then there was another entry right here that obviously didn't work out as much. You would have gotten some pips in there, and the market retraced back on that, and eventually obviously started to come down. So we had another entry here, another entry here. So based on this, is actually based on every time it crosses the moving average under the 5 minute based on the 1 hour entry, under the 1 hour trend. Here's another entry. So this is all sell entries based on the market. So it's another entries right here, and eventually the market, this was actually some news that we had yesterday, and eventually it gave us a nice entry right here where it worked out for like almost 100 pips. It kept on going lower, and this is another entry that it did not obviously work out. So what's going to happen is that, well, this was almost towards the end of the day of the market period, when the market was not so volatile anymore. So one of the things that I'm going to teach you in the course is obviously how we can filter these trades and how we can know that we can either hold longer, or we can have to, get out and say, maybe this is not a good trade. So there are things that is very difficult to just, know what the market is doing. There will be times that the market is not so volatile, and it's just going to give you an entry that obviously is not going to work unless you hold for a longer period of time. So right here we had another entry, another sell entry, and this one worked out very nicely for a couple of pips, and then that was it. After that there were no more sell entries. So pretty much, if you would have gotten early in the day, would have gotten pretty good nicely entries, especially this one right here, very early in the day, mostly on the London time. So this one you would have been done for the day. So this is going to be your trend entries based on the 1 hour. So now we're going to talk to you about the other strategy that is going to be, it's one of my favorites actually, and that one, we're going to compare a little bit with this one, but with that one, it actually is going to give us an entry before this one based on other technique, but this one is also based on the 1 hour. So right here, if we go back to starting off the day, we can tell that on the other one we had an entry somewhere around here, but this one is giving us an entry way before, and this is also based on 5 minutes, based on the 1 hour as well, based on the 1 hour time frame. So this was an entry. So let's say you didn't get in here, you would have gotten in on the other trend entry, which would have been somewhere around here, and you would have gotten all this nice trend in there. Then right here we had another nice move from all the way from here all the way down, and on the other one it would have actually, we got an entry very late somewhere around here. So if you would have entered here, then you would have entered here then, but you would have missed a lot of good pips. So this one, what it's doing is taking also the trend of the market, but what it's doing is, it's called the reversal trend. What it does is it goes very far away, and when it touches or it gets very close to the 1 hour moving average, it's gonna look for a entry right there. So we had a couple entries right here which were actually nicer. Like I say, let's say you don't want to enter in here because you want to wait until it crosses, so then you just have to wait for the other entry on the other trend strategy. So we had here some very nice ones, like this one was very beautiful, and then you just got all this nice, and the other one you got the entry right around here. So this is based before it crosses the moving average, and the other one is based when it crosses the moving average. So this is a good alternative, you know, for those of you who like options. I like options myself, and I don't want to miss on anything. So pretty much this is two strategies already, and there are other two which, you know, I mean, so far you can see that this is a great EA. I mean, it's giving you options, and you can choose either to trade on trend entries, and the other two are going to be based on reversal entries, which is actually the hardest part, is looking for entries when we're going against the trend. So that's going to be a little bit more tricky, but obviously we also need to find those trades. You know, we can't wait until the market is in a trend, but those are the best trades, obviously. So then when the market started to calm down a little bit, we have another entry right here, which in the other one we actually had an entry all the way at the bottom. So if you would have entered here, then you didn't have to enter in here and miss those, actually lose that trade. Then we have another entry right over here, and so this one is one of my favorites, obviously, because I can enter way before the other one gives me that entry. But as a confirmation, what we can do is enter in here and wait as a confirmation for the other one. Then once we get that confirmation, what we can do is either hold longer. Obviously, I'm going to teach you depending on market conditions, you know, based on the grid, you know, we can see the whole overall picture of what it's doing. But this is pretty much yesterday. This is only entering with trend entries. This is ignoring reversal entries against the trend, which also is going to be included in the strategy as well. So like I said, we're going to have 4 different strategies, and you're going to choose, you're going to have options, you're going to choose which one is your favorite, you're going to choose what time frame you want to trade, what major trend, you know, like either 1 hour, 4 hours you want to trade, choose, you know, for trend. I mean, like I said, you just have options, and don't we all like options? So traders, the EA is going to be ready very soon, and just let me know if you're interested. Let me know what you think, and, you know, write me the comments, you know, send me an email, send me a messenger, Facebook. You know, I'm available for any answers or any questions I can. So I'll talk to you soon, traders.